So, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you are feeling amazing and uh, ready to empower yourself by starting your day with some silent sitting, some silent recognition of the self, as well as recognition of spirit, which essentially they're the same thing. They're the same thing. But, the mind likes to focus on things. And so we say spirit, and we say God, and we say these names, for that which woke me up this morning, whatever that is. And I just send well wishes and hope that you are feeling excited to get into some meditation this morning. Before we do that though, before I start the guidance, I'd like to speak a little bit about gratitude because it is a wonderful and mysterious, even superpower that we have as human beings, gratitude. When we spend time in a state of gratitude, then we spend time in a state in which what we love, what we desire, what we feel good about has occurred. These can be future achievements, future attainments, or present or past attainments or achievements. But the state is the same, gratitude. And so many people in, for instance, law of attraction circles will speak about feeling grateful for the thing you want to attain before it is there. And that sets you up to attain it. Why is that? Because you're in a state, the state that you'll be in once you really have attained it, once it's gotten there for real. And the longer you stay in that state, it is said, the quicker you are attracting whatever it is through this law. And there is a lot of truth in that, whether you believe, in the direct doctrine of law of attraction things or not, which you don't have to, obviously. There's a lot of truth in harmonizing your state of being with the state of being that you want to experience, and that correlating with your success rate in getting to what you want to experience. There's a lot of truth in that. That's undeniable. And it's not just, gratitude is not just a thought. The thoughts of gratitude are supported by very intense feelings, right? When your, let's say, when your child does something great and you just feel gratitude for it, that's a very intense feeling, right? Or your mother or something, they give you something, do something, and it's exactly what you needed right then. That gratitude is felt. It's not just thought about, right? And real gratitude is not necessarily about listing a billion things to be grateful for, like when we say blessings over the food at Thanksgiving with the family, and we all go around and say something that we're grateful for, right? It's not about counting your blessings all the time. It's more about feeling, You can feel an immense gratitude for one thing at a time, or no thing, just life itself. I'm grateful I have nothing to do, right? And the most freeing thing about gratitude is experienced when you forget yourself. Again, not to complicate anything, but the most intense and rewarding thing about gratitude is when you forget your self image, when you detach the I, me ness, and you just feel into that gratitude. There's when there's less separation between you and me, between you and environment, between you and inner environment, when everything is just one, and gratitude simply is. That is the most rewarding state of gratitude. I call that the eternal state of gratitude, the third stage. Gratitude comes in three stages. First, we learn to count our blessings. We learn to do it in thought, right? And then eventually something notices that thought, those thoughts of counting my blessings, they lead to the same feeling. It's the same sort of feel. I know what gratitude feels like after a while. Depending on what age you started, it may be different ages, but after a while of counting your blessings and doing so on purpose, you notice the same feeling comes. It's the same thing. Whether you've counted 1,000 blessings before you felt it, or you counted one or two, and then you just feel it automatically. You notice that. And so the second stage of gratitude is called feeling, where you don't have to list 1,000 things to get there. And then the third stage is when you forget yourself, and gratitude is simply a part of what you are. Not only who you are, but what you are. And this is the eternal state of gratitude, which even it doesn't take away your experiences of sadness or grief or frustration or anything. The human story still continues and goes on. But when you experience these things, there's still a subtle background of gratitude for life itself in this third stage. It's a rare stage. One has to sort of learn to surrender to the roller coasters of life to get there. But when you do, it stays. It's a subtle form of violence to identify very, very strongly with your name and your nation and your race and your um, way of thinking and your religion. And it's a subtle, subtle, subtle form of violence, not an intentional form of violence, but a subtle one, a subtle one nonetheless. Because you say, my way is this way, and your way is that way. And it just automatically can create, and often does, a sense of us versus them or me versus them. Right? That's what wars are fought. That's why wars are fought. Because I identify with this country. I identify with this country. I identify with this belief system. Mine is better. My God is bigger. My God is stronger. Right? This is not, it's not new. But I invite you this morning to step out of your identity, whatever it may be, not to condemn your identity or to be unforgiving towards yourself for ever having one, just to let it go. Just let it go. It's what it is. And to be grateful for life as life. And I usually ask a question and I give some space for those who are here to answer. My question this morning is, even if just for today, how will you move towards that third rare stage of eternal gratitude? Even if just for today, how will you move toward that third eternal stage of gratitude? You can feel free to speak out loud by unmuting yourself and then speaking, or you can use the chat. And I do encourage everyone to answer.
Good morning. When you said it, like when I woke up this morning, a certain part of the day, I just was like love. And then when I saw the reminder to come into meditation, it was like love. And then for that, the third stage, I love that you said it's a feeling, right? That feeling, right? Because a lot of times we associate with thoughts. So for me, for today, that feeling, like right now, I feel it in my stomach. It feels like butterflies right now, but I'm going to breathe into it. So just that feeling of love that surrounds me, you know, inside of me and outside of me, and that flows through source. And just to acknowledge that.
Mm.
And feel the feeling.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Beautiful.
I'll share. So, even if just for today, and just heads up, I also put the prompt in the chat. So, if you needed a reminder, even if just for today, how will I move towards that third eternal stage of gratitude? Mm. So, I love it because my intention is that this be this moment and every moment that I relax into the knowing of myself beyond what I consider myself to be at any given moment. Just to come into a silence within myself, a calm, a peace within myself, and know that it's not something that is conditioned on anything,
Right.
and just to feel and know that gratitude, just like love, is always here for and as me.
Yes.
Just to, bask in it, bask in it, bask in it, no matter what thought, what emotion, what circumstance, and enjoy.
Beautiful. Yes. So, so wonderful. Thank you. And I see the chat. Don't say. Just giving space for your answer to sink into everyone. Lisa's in the chat says, I so desire to get there. I intend to pause in silence several times with gratitude as an undercurrent in the background. Just the intention is enough. I love this answer because it says, I intend to pause in silence several times with gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. I'll go ahead and answer, and then we'll get straight into guidance from there. My answer to the question, even if just for today, how will I move towards that third eternal stage of gratitude? Similar to Lisa's, I intend to use a phrase to just sort of put me back there. I intend to use the phrase, oh yeah, gratitude. It's my phrase. Oh yeah, gratitude. And it can be said in many different tone of voices. Right? Queenie may say, oh yeah, gratitude. Oh yeah. Intensity.
Yep.
Yep. Intensity may say, oh yeah, gratitude.
Yep.
So that's how I'm gonna do it. I intend to pause several times as well and use the phrase, oh yeah, gratitude. Not only as a reminder of what to feel, but also what I am. Beyond my self-image, what I really am. So let's go ahead and get into the meditation itself. I invite you to find comfort in a seated or laying back position. What we're going to do is I'm going to signal the beginning of our meditation of the heart with a breath. We're going to take a deep breath together on the count of 3. We're going to go in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when we go in the nose, we're going to be breathing in peace. Peace, stillness, silence, bliss. Maybe breathing in peace or peacefulness. And when we breathe out the mouth, we're going to be breathing out the mind. Breathing out that thinking mind. The one inside that just has so much to say about so many things. And so many conclusions and notions. We're going to drop all of those things by breathing out the mind so that we may be as present as we can be for this session. Ready? 1, 2, 3. In with peace. Fill up as much as you can. And out. Out with the mind. Welcome to this moment, everyone. In this moment, I invite you to just let go. Let go of needs. Let go of desires. Let go of should be's, could be's, would be's. Let go. Set aside your concepts for life and yourself. Set aside your conclusions about your body and your mind and your world. Set aside the thinker for just a moment and be here. Be here fully. Remind yourself that your awareness is enough for this moment. And what is awareness? Awareness has no shape, no size, no color, no religion, no country, no desire, no past. Awareness doesn't make choices, doesn't move from one place to another. What is awareness? Awareness is not born, does not die, for it doesn't have a body. It did not arrive, will not disappear or fade. It does not discriminate. It does not include. It does not exclude. Yet, I am aware. What is awareness? The simple answer, awareness is. Try as you may, you cannot turn awareness off. Try as you may, you cannot turn awareness on. It's beyond intention, even beyond attention. For awareness is there before my self-image. I invite you to listen to your own awareness. Listen to what simply is. not only as in the present moment, as if one moment is separate from another, but to presence itself. Listen. Listen so deeply that you even listen to the listener. And keep it simple. Just listen. Don't listen to or listen for. Just listen. Tap in to that which is. Silence is where truth is understood. Stillness is not about the body, it's about tapping into awareness itself. Tap in. Notice that you are aware of the changes of the mind and the changes of the body from a place that is unchanging. And I just simply notice. Simply listening. Do not take the shape of a thinker for now. What is awareness? The witnessing presence. Where is it witnessing from? Where am I listening from? Normally, we think that we become aware after we wake up. The truth is, wakefulness and sleep arise and dissolve as changeful states within the unchanging awareness. Wakefulness is here, and I am aware that wakefulness is here. Eventually, sleep is here, and I am aware that sleep is here. Dream is here, and I am aware that dream is here. Listen to that which is choicelessly aware. Here, there is nothing to learn, nothing to become, nothing to improve or get better at. Take no shape, hold no self-image. And yet, don't fall asleep, for if sleepiness arises, you are aware of sleepiness, unchanging, unbound, beyond attention and intention, beyond bodily tension. I am aware. To hold no self-image does not mean to push away my self-image or to try and throw away my identity. It means to identify with that which sees my identity, that which is aware of my self-image. For that cannot have a self-image. Just as a fire cannot burn itself, a knife cannot cut itself, water cannot wet itself, and air cannot, blow itself. The self cannot see himself. But it can see a self-image very clearly, without effort. Notice this. Again, not as a thinker, but as awareness, presence itself. In just a moment, I'm going to signal for our final deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth together on the count of 3. But when we end the meditation, it will not be an end to that which is. It will not be an end to truth. It will not be an end to listening. It will simply be an end to the appearance of meditation. Tap in now to that which will not end. And may this truth and your connection to it bless your every step. May it inspire those around you to seek truth above material gain. May it inspire you to seek truth above being right. May this connection change your life for the better, while simultaneously making you see that you do not change. Body changes, mind changes, and you are aware. And lastly, may this connection spark gratitude for life itself within all beings. Ashe. On the count of 3, we're going to go in through the nose and fill up all the way with peace. And then we're going to blow out the mouth, the mind. Ready? 1, 2, 3. In with peace. And out. Welcome to this moment, everyone. I invite you to bring some movement back into your legs and neck and hands and things. Ooh. Oh, there goes Reed. Hopefully they enjoyed.
Well, I don't know what Reed did, but it was amazing for me. Bless Reed. But honey, it felt so healthy. That's the word that came up. It felt so healthy, so clean and pure, but not like pure, like perfect, but just pure. It felt good. I felt like I was really present with myself. It was so
Mm.
good. That was, I don't know if you know what it's like to not have that feeling for a really long time, but it's
Of course
good.
I do. Of course I do.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was wonderful. And I thank you. And I just found myself kind of on mental avenues where I didn't really want to be, but I could recognize it and just give myself permission. It's like you can see it more clearly, like, no, that's judgment, or that's,
Mm-hmm.
come back here, and it was gentle. It was good. Just good.
Yes. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I am so happy to hear that. I understand what it feels like to to feel like um how I put it sometimes is like a disconnection or just
Mhm.
like a noise. Um
Yeah.
like can't quite be present, but then to come back and to
Mhm.
realize, oh yeah,
Yeah,
gratitude.
yeah. So y'all still can't see me in my video. It must be
It's
really
okay.
dark in here.
It's all right.
Um, yeah. Yeah. It just, the fact that it didn't require so much effort. That's the thing. It's like I can get there, but I have to do so many. It's like swatting flies, getting the thoughts, And I didn't have to do that. I just it's like settling lower and lower and lower, or higher and higher and higher, either way, into a place versus get out, get away, scat,
Yes.
Yes.
just a settling.
And it takes care of itself,
Yeah.
despite what the mind will tell you.
Uh-huh.
And you know, even more importantly, um, to get to the state where you don't talk about it so much in past tense. It is wonderful. I am
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in a place or whatever, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was this, it was that, it was effortless, it was, but now back to my real life, kind of thing.
Right, right.
Mm,
No, no, not as a correction though, because
No, I hear you.
yeah,
I feel
I
that.
mean, I was speaking particularly of the practice itself, not so much, practice was in fact effortless. Hopefully, I will move into a space where maintaining that awareness and that peace and that acceptance
yeah.
is effortless.
Hugs and daps. Oh yeah. Please donate.